Presentation, social studies. Do not copy this. Remember the last class of social, you copied the summary, weather and climate. Do not copy this. Do not copy. Who can tell me what is weather? Let's see if you remember the meaning of weather and climate. Or maybe you can tell me the difference between them.
Tropical and rain.
That's weather or climate, Rosa? Tropical, it's climate. Excellent. Who else? Who else wants to share something about weather and climate that you remember?
Yes, we have to write.
Do not copy this. Remember that you already copied. Okay, let's review. Remember the weather is when we're talking about in a short period of time. For example, today, how is the weather today, class? How it's the weather?
Cold.
Is it cold or hot?
Sunny.
Sunny? Okay.
Sunny.
That's right. So that's the weather in a short period of time. It's unpredictable. Remember that right now it can be that way, but at night it can be raining. So that's the weather. Climate is in a long period of time. So it's on over the years of seasons. So that it's not predictable. It's predictable because we are seeing how it's changing the weather over the time. So we have a climate. For example, one of your classmates was saying tropical. Yes, that is a tropical weather. So it's a climate because we know. For example, what we expect is the climate. What you get is the weather. What do you expect in summer? What do you expect in summer? You expect to have a sunny day. So because you know that every single year in summer, it's sunny. So it's what you expect, the climate. But over the years, it can be changing because of the way that we take care of our environment. Let's see, Gabriela, tell me, and then Rosa.
I have what is weather?
Okay, what's weather?
No, it's what is weather. The weather can change minute, hour, or day to day.
That's right, excellent. It changed. Rosa.
We're in troubles a little bit.
Okay. Now, let's go here. Remember, this is for weather. We have if it is sunny, cloudy, rainy, if it is snowy, that is about the weather. We already worked on this. If you remember the last class in social, we identified some words, the terms that describe the weather and the climate. Who remember the word that describe the weather that you have here down? Who can mention some of them? Which of these words we use to describe the weather, class?
Tropical.
The weather? Danny? Which of these words we can use to describe?
Tropical.
Sunny, that's right. Sunny, what else?
Sunny, windy, foggy, unpredictable.
Unpredictable.
Change slowly over time.
Can change over time the weather or the climate?
Hey, the climate.
The climate changes slowly over the time and the weather changes quickly. Remember that. Yes. Okay, thank you, Danny. Excellent. Now, also this definition, you don't have to copy this. We have two major factors for weather and climate. Let's read this. We have precipitation and also we have the temperature. What is precipitation? Remember that a precipitation is a form of water, like here, if it is raining, so this is a form of precipitation. If it is snowing, if it is sleeting or hailing. So this is a form of precipitation. in form of water that falls to the earth's surface. That is precipitation. What about temperature? Temperature is the measure of how hot or cold something is. We use a thermometer as a tool for measuring the temperature. For example, today we can say, if it is 25 Celsius, if it is more or less, using a thermometer, measuring the temperature. It's to measure if it is hot or cold today. If it is cold or hot. These are the two other measures factors when we need to take care for the for weather and climate: precipitation and temperature. Now we have some types of precipitation here. Let's take a look here. We have rain. What is rain? So Fernando, help me to read rain, please.
Rain, falling drops of liquid water, most common type of precipitation.
That's right, we use an umbrella when it's raining. Gabriela Gigurins, read the next one.
Snow falls when the temperature in the cloud is below freezing.
Excellent. Sleet. Santiago Chavez, read the sleet, please.
Okay. Rain that freezes as it falls.
This is another type of precipitation. It freezes as it falls. And the last one, let's see, Camila. Read the next one, Camila.
Hail. First, when drops of rain freeze and strong wind carry them high into the cloud.
Excellent. So these are the other forms or types of precipitation that we have. Rain in the form of sleet, snow, or in a hail. Excellent. Any question about the types of precipitation? Remember, precipitation is a form of water that it falls to the ground. Oh, Gabriela?
I don't understand what is the difference of sleet and hail.
Sleet and hail. Okay, the
Yes.
sleet it says rain that freezes as it falls. And hail says forms when drop of rain freeze and storm will carry them higher into a cloud. They are like synonyms. It's almost the same. The difference that one it's bigger than the other. When you check, it's bigger than the other, but it's almost the same. We can use this as a synonym.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, remember, you don't have to copy this. I'm going to change the slide because you don't have to copy this. Now, we have also the water in the air. Help me to read this, Hermes. Read this slide, please.
Water inside the earth. Water there is another major part of climate. About 3/4 of Earth are covered by water. Even though you cannot see it, the air around us contains water too.
Oh, excellent. The water in the air it's around us contains water too. The air that you see, it contains. So we have that word that it's important to describe its humidity. What is humidity? Help me to read this definition. Anna, what is humidity?
Humidity. The amount of moisture in given volume air at given temperature.
The amount of moisture in a given volume of air at a given temperature. Excellent. So this is humidity. For example, look at here. Look here. Look at the picture. We have the amount of moisture given in volume of an air at given temperature. So we have the picture. We have two different places. What is the first place, class? How can you describe the first place? It's a desert. And what is the second place?
Jungle.
Yes, it
A
might be
jungle.
jungle. That's right. Now look at these circles, the blue circles that you see. It has some particles here. It's describing that even in the desert, the air that it's in the desert, it has water. But since it's a desert, you cannot find a lot of water. It's going to be just a little. So it's the humidity in this place, it's not too much. So it's a dry place. But if you compare with the jungle or in a forest, you are going to see that in that place, when you are walking in the forest, you're going to feel humidity. You're going to feel that it's a cold place because of the humidity in that place. So it's in this place there is more water. That's sensation of water because of the humidity that in the desert. Questions or any comments about this? Gabriela Gigures.
Why the desert has only no trees and only two of these of the water?
Okay, it doesn't have trees. Remember the desert because it's a place where it's a dry place. A dry place where not all the plants or all the trees can survive. Just that the plants that they are like created, not created, but the one that they are like the cactus. The cactus can survive. That is the habitat of the cactus. Remember that all the plants and animals, they have an habitat, the place where they can live and they can survive. They receive all the nutrients, all the things that they need. So a cactus can survive, yes, because it doesn't need a lot of water to survive in the desert. But what happened with the trees that you see in a jungle or in a forest? They need a lot of water. So that is why you are not going to see a lot of tree in the desert because it's a dry place. So it's not the habitat for that type of plants. Yes?
Okay.
Excellent. Okay, let's go here now. You're in your notebook, you're going to copy this question. This is like 7 questions that you're going to copy. It's in your notebook, everybody. And we're going to answer it together, the questions and answers. Now, what is weather? Who wants to tell me the answer number 1? What is weather?
the topic?
The topic is the same of the last class. It's the same topic. Summary number 1, it's the same. Weather and climate. Remember that is the same topic.
Weather is can change minute or hour.
Remember the topic is weather and climate. That is the topic. Okay, excellent, Gabriela. Who else wants to tell me something about weather? What is weather for you?
You made that time. Neither.
Khaled? It's the condition of air at a certain time and place. We're going to write this answer. That is weather. The condition of air at a certain time and place. How can be the weather, class? How can be the weather?
What is the question?
Number 2, how can be weather? Can be the weather. Who knows? Who wants to try to give the answer? Khaled?
How can be a weather? Days, hours, minutes, and seconds.
Me, Gabriela.
Gabriela?
How can be the weather? The weather is It can be sunny, rainy, cloudy.
That's right. Excellent, Gabriela. It can be, and you have the answer there. Excellent. The weather it can be in that way. It can be sunny, rainy. Excellent. Now, number 3, what is climate? What is climate, class?
The weather conditions over a long period.
Mhm. Let's check the answer. That's right. It's the weather of a place average over a long period of time. Excellent, Gabriela. It's a long period of time, remember? And whether it's in a certain time, it's in a short period of time, certain time in a place. It can be in this hour, for example, that it's 11:20. So the weather in 11:20 a.m. of today, it's sunny, but what happened here in Tegucigalpa, but what happened in another place or in another country? It might be snowing, it might be raining, it might be cold. So for that reason, whether it's just in a period of time, in a place, in a certain time and place, and climate, it's in a long period of time. It's how it's the weather in that of the place. Let's do major factors of weather and climate. Let's see if you remember the 2 major factors that I displayed before. We talk about 2 definitions today.
I think that is temperature and precipitation.
That's right, temperature and precipitation. We talk about that today, that they are the 2 major factors of weather. Excellent. They are the 2 major factors of weather, temperature and precipitation. So now, what is precipitation? What is the meaning of precipitation? Somebody else, no Gabriela. Gabriela already participated. Thank you, Gabriela. Somebody else try to say what is precipitation. Something that you remember or you think that it is.
It's a kind of blanco. I don't remember exactly what. It's a kind of blanco. I don't know. No remember exactly. But I know it's a kind of lamp.
Khaled, yes, don't worry if you don't remember exactly. What is precipitation or the things that you remember, Khaled?
It's a kind of lamp. No, because
Who else wants to try what is precipitation? Or maybe you wants to tell me the kinds of precipitation that some of your classmates read today. Rosa? Oh, okay, let me show you what is precipitation. Is the amount of rain or snow that falls. That is precipitation. What is temperature, class? Who knows the answer to temperature?
el temperature can be medir, ¿cómo se dice? Miss?
Khaled?
¿Cómo se dice medir en inglés?
To measure. I don't know. I don't listen too well to you.
think that is temperature snow. I'm sorry.
Mhm. Okay, Rosa. Okay, remember that temperature, that was that you were saying it was if it is snowing, if it's raining, that was a precipitation, the amount of rain, if it is raining or snowing, hailing or sleeting. Now temperature is how warm or cold a place is. Remember that when we take the temperature, we use a thermometer to measure if it is hot or cold the place, to know if it is hot or warm. And the last question is, what is humidity? You remember the humidity we see in the slide was displayed, the desert and the forest. Do you remember what is humidity? No, yes, no. Okay, let me show you what is humidity. Remember, humidity is the amount of moisture in the air. That is the meaning of that. Copy all this. I'm going to take the attendance, so say present or here if you're connected, please. Ana, Andrea, and Gabriela.
Present.
Mhm. Andrea, excuse.
Present.
Isabela, Kiara,
Present.
Present.
Lucia, Rosa,
Present.
mhm,
Present. Present.
Valerie, Sijan,
Present. Present.
okay, Camila,
Present.
okay, thank you. Dani, Fernando, Dani, Fernando, is it connected, Dani? Thank you, Rosa. Thank you, Sian.
Present.
Fernando is here. Dani, thank you, Sian.
No,
Dani,
it's
no.
here.
Dani, it's not here. Thank you. Hermes Joshua.
Present.
Okay. Khaled Santiago Chavez.
Present.
Present.
Excellent. Okay, remember social studies, no homework this week. If you finish, just show me your notebook and you can disconnect. If you finish to copy the question and the answers from 1 to 7, you can. Okay, Kiara, excellent. Camila, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. See you next class.
I finished, Miss.
Finished. Fernando, bye-bye. See you later. See you, Lucia. Excellent. Thank you, Lucia. Thank you, Anna. See you next class.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Finish.
Ed, thank you. See you next class.
Bye.
Bye.